Hello everybody, today I, Mohamed Elfarra, will be talking about advocating religious rights in the Constitution, and we will start that by asking a couple of students and staff members from our school about how can they defend their religious rights in the Constitution. Okay, so first we asked Murad Kamel, a senior from AIS, how does the Constitution represent you?
I don't feel satisfied by the Constitution because I feel that the Constituent Assembly was not representative, and that all of Egypt's different peculiarities were not well represented in the Constitution and did not have their voice in voting and amending the different articles of the Constitution. I think the major demands are the revolutionary demands, the demands that called on freedom, equality and social justice, and I think that with these demands that were set by revolutionary and youth forces, Egypt will be on the way for democracy.
Well, our friend Murad says that the Constitution does not represent him, and he's right, because he's a Copt and he's a minority in Egypt, and we need to advocate all the religious rights in the Constitution. And by what's stated in the Constitution, I think that Copts are not really having their spot in the Constitution Assembly.
اللي انا اعرفه ان الدين لله والوطن للجميع. مش معنى ان انا بصلي الفجر زي ما انت ذكرتي ان انا اتاخد او ان انا مربي دقني ان انا كده شاذ. الهند فيها 300 ديانه وناس متقدمين وعندهم نوى وعايشين مع بعض، مفيش اي مشاكل فيه. فاللي يضمن ده الدستور، في قوانين وفي مواد بتقول كده، ما يكونش على مزاج حزب او على مزاج جماعه.
الدين لله والوطن للجميع. المفروض ان القرار اللي ينزل في مسائل الدين دي يكون حاجه عامه لكل حاجه. ينفع انا ابقى مسيحي يعني ويقطعوا لي دراعي لما اسرق وبتاع؟ طب ده مش في ديني ده، او اتحاكم بالشريعه وما ينفعش انزل من غير حجاب وبتاع.
الى حد ما برضه هم كويسين، هناك بعض الخلافات لكن الى حد ما يعني كويسين.
الله ينور عليك يا استاذ الفاضل، كلامك زي الفل، ما يمنعش ان انا اعارض معاك، يعني مش بخاف ولا بنخاف. دلوقتي كمصري محتاج يبقى مكانتي موجوده في الدستور، حقي موجود بالكامل، بس مصري مسلم ولا مسيحي بس؟ اول حاجه اسمه ايه ده من غير ذكر اسماء، الشيخ اللي قال للنصارى ان هم يهاجروا كندا.
The Constitution has to be short and sweet. It has to be basically an outline and not a massive in detail thing of everything that has to happen. Like for example, the United States Constitution, written on one page, short and sweet. We have to have something like that, that's like a guideline to everything that we base our rules off of.
So as Narkali said, that a constitution should be short and sweet. Like the United States Constitution is written on one page, and our constitution is written in a book this big. This big. وكتاب كيمياء.
The problem is they're not just playing with the results, they're playing with the people's minds, the people that they don't even understand what's going on. They're just, all they're getting is some extra food and extra rice and extra oil, and that's how they're buying them, which is completely unfair. Because you need to educate them first before giving them the right to vote. To understand what's the consequences of voting yes and what's the consequences of voting no. So
educate before voting. I think an educated person should know how a president would affect the country's economy and the political status.
Everybody should be equal in rights and demands. There should be no difference, and that's what our religious told us, that there should be a difference between Arabi and Ajami, which is Arabi, someone from Arab, and any other community or culture.
Okay, so our religion doesn't say that one biased controls us as a dictator. It takes all the rights of most Egyptians, like the liberals or the Christians.
After our research and interviews, here are the best ways to advocate religious rights in the Constitution. First, fair articles that include all people, having the right to believe in whatever you want, and if the Constitution Assembly includes all good, educated Christians or Muslims, then so be it. As long as they don't affect the religious rights in the Constitution, then they're good. Okay, so freedom of speech.
By involving different religion parties in the Constituent Assembly, and there shouldn't be discrimination because of religion against any citizen.
Okay, so I think the best way to advocate religious rights in the Constitution is not to mention the religious rights in the Constitution, just giving the freedom to believe in whatever you want. Thank you.